Want to know how I get one page on my blog to convert very highly without using a keyword? Hi, this is Michael from Viral Home-Based Pursuits. And in this video, I'm going to show you my secret hack to be able to get a lot of visitors to a page that doesn't even need a keyword or multiple ones at all. Okay, now this is what I've been using to get a lot of leads that eventually end up becoming sales. Okay, this is how I can form a stronger relationship and be able to move them through my sales process, my lead conversion systems, to then be able to see my offers and then eventually buy from me. Okay. I'm going to get right into it. I'm going to skip the intro on everything. I'm subscribing if you wish to. If you're seeing this on YouTube, you can go ahead and do so right now, or you can go ahead and, give it some time after this is all done. But if you want to get ahead of your competition, you want to have that unfair advantage, and you want tons more targeted traffic, then you need to listen in, because this page alone, I've been able to share exclusively with people, if not now with more, on how to just like triple your conversions and really make the most of it. And I'm going to show you how I funnel people to this one page without even having to use keywords, right? So let me get into the share screen here. So if you've been following me for some time, I started within a health and wellness website, the back pain space. And I did a lot of testing, and I still do to this day. Unlike many people who just want the easy way out, they want to follow a mentor or a blueprint. They're like very robotic, because a blueprint or a step-by-step training, a framework, a strategy, even a tactic can be enough, but you still need to do it on your own, right? So these were the days where I was still experimenting very heavily, not as much, kind of still do these days, but I was going very hard. And so what I want you to notice is what I do. So here's my page, and it's going to be on this one. So it's the getting started page. So I've seen people click through here. Sometimes I have split conversions of this, split testing, where they just click a button and it goes to the getting started page rather than filling out their information for a free guide or whatever that is. Yours might be different. So getting started, and this is where a lot of people will land on. And I'll show you from what other places they come on, whether it's direct traffic, referral, social, search intent. Can still work too, still works well, especially if you have like Google My Business and stuff like that. And some words would probably trigger it, but nonetheless. So what I do here is it's kind of like a standalone landing page, right? Where they don't click anywhere else and they can go away. So basically, this is the welcome to remove back pain page, and I recommend you do something like this too. So instead of it being like, hey, buy my product, hey, sign up for my course, sign up for my lead magnets, what I do instead is I'm brand building. This is brand building at its like most OG original state. And this is not me not saying I don't have a end goal in mind, because you should always have an end goal in mind. So what is going to happen after they land on this page? You should always know that. Like, do you want them to click on a button that takes them into a lead magnet, that takes them into a quiz, to a product page, to a newsletter? Think about what that is. Maybe at the starting point of a post. Just think about those things. So I do a welcome to remove back pain, and I am split testing this one too with other things. I love split testing, even though I know what works. I'm always trying to figure out how I can beat my current page, and that's what you should be doing too. Usually when you see something working, you want to split test and see how you can make it better. Here I specifically have a video, and I recommend you have a video as well. Don't go away from putting a video, right? Get over it. Get over, I feel shy. I was there at one point too. I remember, and I'm still an introvert to this day, by the way. And I remember having those lack of skills, but it wasn't that I was not capable. It had nothing to do with my confidence. It just had more to do with the skill, and it had more to do with me just having to want to learn how to communicate better. And once I learned how to communicate and use ethical persuasion and learn how I knew how to use the emotional effects to how people react, then that's when things started to change in a good way, not in a sense where you're like being manipulated. And once you've learned those skills through reading books, through going through content, then you can learn those things. And if you want to learn more about persuasion, I'll leave a book for you for free. Just pay the shipping if you that's the way you want to go. And I recommend it. It's one of the best books out there on marketing, and I recommend you take a look at it. So I'll leave a link to it down below. You can watch a video for it and stuff like that. Get my bonuses. But what I have done here is I put a video. I love the video that works best. Instead of just like written out, it's like, hey, welcome to the page. And you can guide them through that too. You can do that. I just like using the video because it makes personal connection, and that's the whole point. That's the objective of this page, is to make a touch with the person that they can see, because people like to see who they're talking to, right? They're eventually gonna like buy from you or take an action. They want to know who it is. They want to know they care, right? And so you can do this with any type of niche. It just also works very well for the health and wellness one, because I know a lot of people are like holding back on like, I don't know if I should buy that supplement, or I don't know if I should listen to that person because it's their health, right? And I understand that, and so going on video, it's very important. So step two, I just welcome them in this video. I talk to them about who I am, why they should care, what they're going to be getting, how they're going to be getting it, when they're going to be getting it, there on out, how they can go around my site, and feel free to look around. But I want you to look underneath this video, because I'm going to give you the first free thing. I'm going to give you a free book, a free guide, a free course. You can lead them into that direction. And you can also split test this, or let's say you make another video, it's written out, and the call to action might be a newsletter that they go click instead of a blueprint. It might be a newsletter. Right? You can start with something that's small and take them there. But then I go from step 1 to step 2. They'll click here to get started. You don't need step 3. This is a little bit more advanced. Step 3 optional, which is another thing that I do. It's another page. It's a system that I use. Then what I like doing on this page, that not a lot of people do, and a lot of people like seeing this. What are their most recent updates? People want to know like what you're up to as well. Like they want to know, okay, is he updating the site? Is there something interesting going on? So I add this as a personal touch, and people love going through this. If they read through this, they get to the bottom. It's like, hey, well, I have the newsletter. They can sign up for it down here. I may not have had it at the top, or it might have been there, but once they scroll to the bottom, they can sign up for that thing they want. Thank you and stay tuned. And then now I have their attention. They can click here, and they can go to wherever it is I take them. For this particular example, this call to action, I take them to a free quiz that reveals the best way for them to remove their back pain faster and more naturally, as you can see. So then they go through the quiz, take the quiz. At the end of it, I give them their results. It might be a free guide they can grab, and then they can go and attend a webinar, wherever it is, you can take them. But I like to use quizzes. I recommend you use them too. The conversions, you get targeted traffic. You may not always get the most amount, but it's going to be very targeted, because those are the people that took the time to fill it out, right? So they went this far. They're like, I gotta go. Now I gotta, keep going. I've gone halfway through. Gotta finish it. And then you give them that freebie at the end of it. It might be a free video series. There might be different things that you do, right? So that's an amazing part. And then I also have a exit pop-up. So when they try to exit without taking an action, I'll give them options. Wait, know it all. Secrets of a healthy back-free lifestyle. Don't hesitate to learn all about our recipe for giving you a pain-free back in 4 easy steps. They can get a video course or get the free guide. Okay, so it gives them options. And then they can go to another lead magnet page, so I haven't lost that from them. And so you're probably asking, look, how do I get people to this page, Michael? I know you do. You've grown a following. You've grown the traffic. But how do I get it? Right? And it can happen from search intent. People can land on your page by looking it up from another page, or you might have a warm welcoming getting started tab like I've shown you. That's another way of doing it. land on your home page, they can land on this page. There are so many different ways of doing it, but also utilizing things like YouTube, utilizing Facebook, Instagram, different social media channels. And let me show you one way that I'm able to get a lot of people to this page, not only from here, but from other places. But I have a group where I help people out overcome their back pain. So I recommend you start a group too. It's one of the most highly encouraged things to do. Once your page starts to grow, it'll start showing itself more to more people that are interested. And then you can leverage this. You can grow your list with this, like I've been doing. Like here, when a lot of people join, I send them a customized message with all my information. It's like welcome, and then I give them the free guides. Here are the steps, best tools, free lessons, unit sections. I even have a video, have a little bit of a personalized message for each time I send them this when I welcome people in. And so they can click here and go through those guides. And then here's a free welcome site video. I've added this in one of the steps. So they click here. Might have changed it, so let's see if this works actually. Yeah. So it brings them here. And there we are from the very beginning, like I've shown you. How do they get here? Well, one other way they got here was through my Facebook business page. So when you start growing your page and you start putting out custom messages, then you can direct people to that page. It gives them more of a personal touch. But if they don't click here, they can still go to a different one. They might have gone here instead, or they might have clicked all of them. And then what happens is you're giving them what they want, right? Okay. So maybe they didn't come to this page, but then they landed here and they wanted to fill this out, so they did. Or maybe they just looked at this and went away from it, but then went to this page. And then all of a sudden came here, got this exit intent pop up, and look where they are now. They're back to the page. They're back to the page. They're back to this link up here. So it's also about showing them more than once, okay? So there are many things I do here, and I also have a business page that I use that you can grow as well. Instagram, you can put the links in the bio, welcome video, bring them in and start filtering them through. This is a very powerful page. It's a very powerful concept. And I've shared this with many people, but not many people want to take action on it because they're too lazy. Many people put it off. I didn't put it off. I experimented and I didn't learn this from somebody else. This is something that I actually tested and learned through analytics and learned through what people's intentions were. And this is how I was able to grow it. And now I get a lot of targeted traffic to that page. People take action, they sign up for things, they go through the quiz, they do different things. I can position different call to actions, different video messages. And from there on out, it's endless. The possibilities are endless. And I'm split testing headlines and I'm split testing things. And this is stuff that I can help you with if you need help with it, to get more people engaged with your brand, to keep coming back to your blog, to keep buying from you, to keep seeing more of your content. All right. So if this is something that you want to do, feel free to reach out to me. I'll help you out. But don't waste time because this is a very powerful concept to have. All right. So that's everything I wanted to share with you in this video. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, do feel free. Oh, wait. One last thing too. This just came up. The other way I get people to come to that actual welcoming page, I use ManyChat. Okay, so I use ManyChat, and what is that? If you haven't heard of it, it's a chatbot service where I can automate my messages on Facebook. And what I've set up here is a flow or a sequence that when people interact with my business page or they interact with a certain link that they click, it'll trigger this chatbot, right? It'll trigger this, let's see here. It'll trigger this chatbot, and then I can interact with them in a flow, right? I have this sequence that goes through here, and then some of these messages that I have here, and I can even share them with you. One of them tells them to go to my welcome page. So one of these will like tell them, once they've interacted with it, it's like, you want to go to my welcome page, and they'll click that button, and it'll take them over to my welcome page, and they'll go through there through my chatbot. So my group, my chatbot, my page, organic search, stuff like that. YouTube, you can even go through YouTube and push people through there. Instagram, there are so many possibilities with this. And not only that, I also have it set up where they can go and see product pages and stuff like that. So stuff that I can help you with. And yeah, so that's everything from this video. Thanks.